With this video, I want to start an interesting section of the course that's going to be a very unique case study where I'm going to plan and actually start a fresh business so that you can see me do it. Because it's one thing for me to show you existing businesses that are popular or give you theory, but it's a whole other thing to see me go through that experience myself and see my mistakes and all that. So I'm starting this experiment in late July 2020, early August 2020, and I'll do my best to update you as things go on. I'm not going to make too many updates because it would just make the course boring and take away from everything else that's in the course, but generally I'll give you the play-by-play of what happens when I start a business. So let me tell you this business that I chose. It's a t-shirt selling business. And you might roll your eyes like, oh my God, t-shirt selling business. That's so boring. It's done so many times before. And actually, that's exactly what I would have done, because a lot of entrepreneurs come to me and they say, I want to get into fashion. I want to sell t-shirts. And my eyes roll and I think to myself, this is so hard to sell. There's so many t-shirts. There are so many clothing brands. Why would you ever do this? So why am I doing this? I'll tell you about the planning and why I liked it. So here's my business planning for this. The sales is really difficult. And if I won't be able to sell, this business is dead. Now, why do I think that I'll be able to sell this? I've got a unique concept. You see how right here this shirt says, wave if you like? The whole brand that's it, wave if you like shirts. So for example, if I scroll down here, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to just make it bigger. It's basically wave if you like wine. You see, and then other designs are like wave if you like beer. You see, so this is kind of catchy. So you would basically walk around on the street wearing this shirt on whatever topic, like wave if you like cats. This design is not so good. And when you look at this, if you look at it at some point early, designs are not going to be as good as I'd like because I'm still getting some of the designs made. So don't judge me on the designs. The logo is obviously very ugly. A lot of this is not where it's going to be in the future. This is just very early days. So pardon me for errors you might see. And you might see a lot of errors. The reason for them is probably because it's early and I just haven't had time to fix everything. Like literally as we're speaking, I'm getting a better logo made by a freelancer. I'm just waiting for it. So that's just that. But the idea is wave if you like. So every shirt will be like wave if you like. You see wave if you like hiking, wave if you like boxing, and so on. And the catchiness of it and the virality of it really made me like this more than the other clothing brands. This is highly brandable because this is a conversation starter. People are like, oh, cute shirt. Where did you get that? How did you, oh, wave, so you kind of have social icebreakers and it's a conversation starter. And if I create the logo in a nice enough way so that the URL is already there, like right now, I kind of have URL already there. You see right here on the bottom, but you can't really see it that well, at least not on a t-shirt like this. But if it becomes so catchy that people start waving to each other on the street and then talking about it and then learning about this waveifyoulik.com, then that virality of it can help it become super brandable and a big brand. Now, both you and I don't know the future of this website. It might just die. And I might sell 0 t-shirts. So how do you test this? I made a few shirts like this for myself and I started walking around my neighborhood for a few hours, seeing if people wave. And some people had an interesting reaction. And sometimes I saw, oh, the design is the problem. Like if the wave, if you like, is hard to read, I redesigned it, tried it again and stuff like that. Now, at some point, a business like this costs very little money to start. So you can plan it or you can create it. So I actually created it. All I did was I bought a domain, waveifyoulik.com. It's like $10, negligible cost. Then I created a Shopify store. It's like $29 a month. Let's say that's also a negligible cost because it's not like thousands of dollars. The only thing that I did was this expensive is I created a trademark because I did want to protect it. So like now, nobody else except me can have wave if you like on a t-shirt. And if they do, I can sue them or get them taken off Amazon or whatever. So that's the only thing that was expensive in this. Everything else is basically domain name, Shopify store, and boom. And then I have to pay somebody to create the designs because you see, I made this design and it's pretty bad. So And there's like a few other costs, but they're relatively small. So actually a business like this, you would just start it. You don't want to plan it too much because a lot of the details you'll learn in the action of it. There's not a lot of labor. And what I really like is this business is very scalable because I can run it on my own. All I need is for somebody else to create the designs. I will do the SEO and ads on whatever other promotion, and then some third-party other company prints the shirts, ships the shirts, so I never have to hold inventory. All I have to do is just create the design, sell them, create, sell, create, sell. So it's a super automated business, and again, it plays into some of my strengths like marketing and publicity, because what I really like to do is make it like a household name. Like in, let's say, 2 years or 3 years, I want Wave If You Like to be like a household name. Oh yeah, that's the guy from the Wave If You Like t-shirts. And this doesn't have to be t-shirts, this can be hoodies and hats and other apparel. And that's the other thing I like about it. Infinite number of designs, at least it seems like it, or so many possible designs, and a lot of different apparel. Pants, shirts, hoodies, jackets, whatever. So this can be a really high business with generally low cost and highly automated. Now, the one problem in the planning is that I have zero knowledge about fashion. I'll have to learn this, but it does play into a lot of my other strengths. So that's this business. And after about a week after I came up with the idea, I just actually put up the website and had a few designs made. And at the moment, I'm getting more and more designs made. And I'm perfecting the design so that people wave at each other, and it does create like cool moments in people's days. So it is a cool, impactful t-shirt. That's this business, and I'll try to update you on how this goes and what I learned and what I didn't learn and what mistakes I made. I'm hoping on a monthly basis, so like approximately maybe in September, October, I'll tell you what I did next and then next and then next, so that you'll see exactly the trajectory and mistakes and things I did right, so that whatever your business is, at least you see mine happening from scratch. So I kind of put my money where my mouth is.